Alright, hey guys, this is Michael. I'm just got back from seeing Spider-Man Homecoming. These are kind of first impressions. It's going to be my review on this, what I believe. As a prefix, I'm a big fan of Spider-Man and everything, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. So if you're looking at this movie and search for... Not to say there isn't any action in this film, there totally is.
The illegal weapons barrier was at 2:30. You missed it.
I'm just gonna put this out here just to kind of let you guys know. I've been a fan since Spider-Man since I was like, a wee little baby. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I also do want to point out this is gonna be like the third iteration of Spider-Man in movie form, which is really neat, really cool, but it's also a lot different than the last two movies in quite a few ways. For instance, this is more faithful to the comic. You can see from the trailers, like the characters, such as Ned, which is Spider-Man's friend. Like everything is neat. It's cool because everyone has their own characterized way. Like, 'cause it's more comic booky, like in the way everyone acts and everyone does their thing.
You're the Spider-Man from YouTube. Can you summon an army of spiders?
No, Ned, no.
Do you know him too?
I stole his shield.
Can I try the suit on? Badass.
And how Spider-Man has his web shooters, just everything is great. Like, even from the detail of Spider-Man's eyes, like, they show emotion, much like how, in Deadpool they did that. But in the comic books, Spider-Man's eyes do that, and I just think that's awesome that they kind of added something so simple like that, and it just works out for the better. There's also a bunch of subtle Easter eggs and subtle hints to certain things, and if you're a big Spider-Man fan, you're sure to catch it, so keep your eye out if you haven't watched the film yet. And if you have, and possibly want to rewatch it, you might notice some things that you didn't notice the first time around. I'm not going to say what these things are because, again, that'd be somewhat spoily, and I don't really want to do much spoilers. Not any, if possible. Now, the movie's also kind of a characterization of Peter Parker.
There's a ton of other subsystems in here, but they're all disabled by the training wheels protocol.
I'm sick of Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hand.
It's a lot of Tom Holland as Peter Parker. Obviously, there's the Spider-Man scenes and stuff, but I like to think that they're one and the same, and like Spider-Man kind of acts like Peter Parker. I mean, obviously they're the same person, so it's just kind of like a interchangeable thing. So it's like you're gonna see a lot more personality than any other superhero movie. You're gonna see him not like put in like a facade, much like in the comic books and stuff. And I think that's awesome. It's great.
Do me a favor, hold on to that. Is this anybody's bite? Oh, I helped this old lady and she bought me a churro, so that was nice.
You're gonna hear that a lot. That's awesome. That's great. You can hear that phrase quite a bit. But that's because I thoroughly enjoyed this film, and I just kind of want to get my opinions out. Michael Keaton did an amazing job as well as Vulture.
The world's changing, boys. Time we change too.
And I just think that's awesome. That's cool. Now the thing with the Vulture is, you can see from the trailers as well, his look is a lot different. Obviously there's some similarities, but especially from the Vulture suit, it's more high-tech than ever and stuff. You're gonna see from, like, the film how he got that and everything, and yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, but he plays a great Vulture in my opinion. There's also another, like, minor villain in the film who, actually there's a few, but you kind of have to catch it or like know the universe to understand who they are. And I think that was a neat nod that they added, for those characters. And yeah, I hope you could get to notice them. I hope you understand who the characters are when you watch the film, if you haven't already. And yeah, I just appreciate like the attention to detail, the attention to the world building. Like, it's definitely an MCU film, and it's definitely faithful to the comic book rendition. And as always, you got your Stan Lee cameo and end scene credits, just to let you know. So if you go to watch it, if you haven't already, like I was saying before, those end scene credits, there's two of them actually. one mid-credits, one at the end, so stick around for that. I think I'm going to sort of wrap this up kind of early just by stating, a lot of the characters in the film are from the comic books and less from like the movie universe and stuff. So there might be some like confusing moments, like who's that, why do they look like that, stuff like that, because obviously like the decisions they made for casting was a lot different than like the past films and so on and so on. So just pay attention, understand the characters, maybe read a few comics beforehand if you want to like kind of know who's who. It might help a bit. But yeah, anyway, that's about all I'm going to say about the film. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'd go check it out. You could even take your little granny to it. I'm sure she'd enjoy it. The reviews are stellar on Rotten Tomatoes, which doesn't really matter for me to say, but it just, obviously this is my opinion, and I think that those reviews are definitely, like, not false, definitely great. It's cool to have a movie that's could fit any audience and everyone would love it, so it's nice to see Spider-Man on the radar and have a nice little film on his belt. Social media is on the screen right now, as well as a few recent videos if you want to check out some other stuff I've done. I also did a review on Baby Driver. But yeah, I have my subscription button as well, so if you like what you see and want to possibly see more, I'm going to be doing more reviews in the future for sure. I'm definitely going to be doing more gaming, possibly some vlogs and skits in the future when I can. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Later.